Hey folks, today I'm harvesting magnets out of an old hard drive. And this is an old Seagate Barracuda SCSI drive from the 1990s. That means it's probably a little bit older than some people watching this, in fact. But the old hard drives have really good, strong magnets inside. And when I'm done using a hard drive, this is just one way that I can use to kind of make it unusable. And I get some pretty cool, huge magnets out of it. And you can see I already took all these screws out. This thing had more screws in it than I thought it was going to. But here's kind of what the inside of an ancient hard drive looks like. I think this was around 4 gigabytes back in the day. It was a pretty big hard drive. You can see it's got, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is an odd number of platters to have. But it's got 11 hard drive platters in it. These had all the data on them, and it's kind of useless now that I've touched it with my greasy fingers. But this armature here is what makes the hard drive heads read the data off the hard drive and write data to the hard drive. And within, there are some really big magnets hiding in here. And so I'm going to make an attempt to get those out. Give me a second and I'm going to see if I can have to remove some of these screws. I'll be right back. So it looks like to continue my journey here, I've got to remove these 2 very tiny screws and pull this piece of metal out. And so we'll give that a shot. Wasn't quite out. And out comes this piece of metal here, and we can remove the armature with the reed heads on it and the cable that I tore. And here you can really start to get a picture of the 2 magnets that are hiding inside this armature here. And I'm not sure how I'm going to open this up or dislodge these, but we'll see what we can do. There's some kind of sticker here. I don't know if there's a screw or anything. No, there's not. All right, well, I guess let's just start prying. Tell you what, I'm going to put on my safety glasses, and I'm just going to try using a small screwdriver and a mallet. I'm going to have to do this out of frame a little bit. I'll see if I can dislodge these. There we go. Looks like we've got a total of 4 magnets in here. Who would have thought you could use a dead blow mallet to take apart computer stuff? It's the best way. All right, and now we're starting to really see how strong these magnets are. So there's going to be 4 of these guys in there. These are just really, really strong. They want to stick to the metal frame, and they want to stick to the screwdriver, and I've got to be really careful not to pinch my fingers in here because they are so strong. You can see how strong these magnets are. I'm not going to even put them near one another because I know what's going to happen. They're going to fly towards one another, and they're going to stick together, and if my fingers are in the way, it's going to pinch my fingers. And you can see, like, well, I guess a lot of these aren't very magnetic screws for a reason. But we'll show you here in a second when I get this last one out. All right, so these bad boys are going to be, like I said, stronger than most of the magnets you can find at Harbor Freight of the same size. I mean, you can go buy a big retrieving magnet, I think they call them, that's, you know, a couple inches wide. Those things are going to be absolutely massive and very strong, but these guys here, super strong. You see they just jumped and snapped all together. Really hard to pull apart. You do not want to get your fingers stuck between these. Anyhow, we've recovered 4 very strong neodymium rare earth magnets out of an old hard drive, and I'm going to go ahead and put these to use in my next video. Talk to you later, folks.